You don't want to know what it took me to get this camera to focus on this. Wow. Like on this blue screen here with no signal. Wow, that was kind of bad. Alright. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing right now a review on RPG Maker 2. Which is this game right here. Oh, let's see if, can you guys actually see that, or is it too dark? Probably too dark. Somebody will complain, huh? No? Alright, so, yeah. Wow. About this game. Like, what would I rate RPG Maker 2? Like, right off the bat. Wow, well, I've played... I shouldn't even really say that I've played this game, because it's technically not really a game until you actually complete it. Okay? But, I literally would give, like, from the get-go, this RPG Maker 2 game probably like a 7 out of 10. Because, okay, let me explain a few things first. Okay, there are a lot of things you can do, you know, with this game, because you're able to, like, create characters and have them say whatever the heck you want them to say, but the execution in doing so, I mean, like, Agitech, really, they made it hard for you to be able to have someone say something, you know, they made it complicated. And that's something that I really did not like about RPG Maker 2. Okay, I know you guys can't really see me, and you can only hear my voice, okay? But believe me, this game, it's very difficult to complete a role-playing game when it comes to RPG Maker. You know, I mean, for this at least, it's very difficult. But it also has its fun side. Like, I think the fun about this is creating your map. Creating your map in your town. Well, you see, the good thing is that when creating a map, you can actually, like, lower elevation and raise elevation. Why am I not showing you this? Because right now, I mean, I'd have to go into a really huge, detailed video, and I'm just not going to do that. Or at least maybe not right this minute. Okay? So, yeah, I mean, you can build your own town brick by brick. Okay? You can actually even have, like, a treasure chest on top of a building. But like I said, to execute it, it's like a chore. It really is a chore, guys. And that's what makes me give this a 7 out of 10. For the most part. You know, I mean, you could actually, be able to, hit enemies in battle and stuff like that. I mean, the hit detections, I mean, that's fine. I mean, but I mean, I'm not super crazy I'm not super crazy about, you know, the Dragon Warrior type style fighting, and that's what this game is like, it's like Dragon Warrior. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Dragon Warrior. I mean, I think Dragon Warrior is okay. You know? I mean, and believe me, there are games I think that are, like, so extraordinarily good that, you know, I like, I would give them 11 out of 10s for some games out there. And there's no such thing as an 11 out of 10. Well, you know what I'm saying. But, you know, I mean, there are over 200 characters in enemy, more than 250 objects, and an infinite number of magic skills, abilities, weapons, equipment, and items are at your fingertips. Okay, this is stuff like the back of the box. And can it actually happen? I believe so. I don't think they lie on the back of the box. Okay? In-game help feature allows you to jump right in and start creating. Yeah, but let me tell you, like I've said earlier, the action execution, not easy. Okay? I mean, it is extremely difficult to create a game. Not all boring. There is a lot of fun. Like I said, you know, you can change the elevation of land, you know, and you can actually put like flagpoles or or you know whatever like on in your RPG in this game, you know. You can lock a town up. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do, you know, but there's like I said, I complain about the execution. I've probably said that about 5 times already. Because I really don't like that about RPG Maker 2. Alright. The graphics, they're not that good. I mean, they're not... I mean, it's an RPG Maker. I mean, you can't expect, you know, a PS2 RPG Maker to look like, for instance, Driver, you know? You know, to have the Driver graphics. Go and check out Driver if you want to go and check out Driver graphics, which aren't too bad. Alright? So the graphics really aren't all that great. Okay? I mean, you know, I mean, it's not, I don't think it's an entirely bad game. You know, I don't think it's an entirely bad maker. Okay? Would I tell you to get this game? Like, are you going to be so incredibly enthusiastic when you buy this game? Are you going to be, like, bundled with good emotions when you go grab this game? More likely not. Because you actually have to make it. And it takes work. Okay? Alright, and if you are not into working, you're not going to really like this game a whole lot. You're not going to really like this RPG making game a whole lot. Alright, because it really takes work and it takes dedication. You really need those two things. Okay? So, I mean, if you're like a real dedicated RPG fan, I mean, I think this game is for you. Okay? If you're real dedicated, and if you're also not, you know, the kind of person that judges. You know? What can I say? And there are, well, I mean, for the people that like a challenge when they're trying to create a game, yes, there are absolutely challenges in creating a game. You will like this. I absolutely forgot about that. There are absolute challenges when coming to creating a role-playing game in this game. So I'm trying to think of everyone, okay? But it's not always easy. But are the challenges likable, in my opinion? Some of them are. Some of them are, like creating your own town. Like, you can actually create your own town in this game, but it's kind of difficult to decide how you actually want to create your town, because you don't want it to look too simplistic. You know, like, I guess that's just me. I don't want my town to look too simplistic. Like, I want to put maybe, like, a chest, like, on a freaking 10-story building in the air. Alright, let me check the time on this video. Okay, I'm going into a lot of time here. Okay. Can you actually create enemies and actually fight them while seeing them on the screen? Yes, you can. Okay, some people are gonna ask me that about RPG Maker. Like, I know there are going to be some questions like that, and you can. But I think that it takes up more space. I think it does. I'm not sure. I think because you actually have to use an icon. Every time you use an icon, you're using memory, okay? And you can only use up so much memory, okay? I mean, you're limited as to how much you can use. I mean, but you can use a lot of stuff still, but you know, but you still have a limited capacity when it comes to memory. The game only allows you to use so much memory, okay? It limits you, okay? But you can build your own city, okay? You can have your character say whatever the hell you want. If you want to have a character say, I want to F your pussy, you can have them say that. If you want a character, if you want to have a character that says, I want to bang you right now, you can have a character that say that. No, you can't actually sleep with characters in the game. I'm sorry. It can't happen, guys. Can't have sex in this game. Sorry. You know, you can't have characters have sex with each other in this game. Not like, what's the name of that game? That a lot of you like out there. Oh, with all that blood and... Oh, I forgot. Anyways, though. Yeah, so, like, I would give this game, like, a 7 out of 10. How's the music? The music's actually not too bad. I mean, I kind of enjoyed some of the music. Some of the music's actually kind of sad sounding. Some of the music's enjoyable. The only problem I think I have with the music is that there might not be enough choice. Okay, because let's say you wanted to make a sort of long game. Okay, but you want your battle theme to change. Well, you could do that, but you still don't you have probably like 5 choices. Okay, even though you can really use any of that music for a battle theme. You know, there are just ones that are made, you know, for that purpose, you know, for a battle. Okay, there are boss battle themes. Alright, there are spell effects. There are, you know, you can actually create your game to be as easy or as hard as you want it to be. Okay, you don't even have to put spells. But I mean, if you put spells, I think if you were to create a game that has spells, you gotta give people an item that has protection versus it. You know? Of course, you don't even have to do that. I mean, why not? I mean, through parts of Dragon Warrior, you get hit with fire, you have no protection against it, you know? And I mean, it's not all that bad even, you know, but it's not something I like. Even though it's not that bad. Alright, so this RPG Maker, do I think you should buy it? I think you should, okay? But I'd be careful, because it's not a game, it's not an RPG Maker that's easy. You know, it's not just easy. There are easy parts, but it's not just easy. Okay? And I'm telling you the truth about this. There are challenges within creating a game for this. For RPG Maker 2 by Agitek. Okay? If I said something inappropriate earlier, I do apologize for those who don't like that. Alright. But, you know, I was just trying to give an example. I'm just trying to give the example that you can have characters say anything you want, you know? Alright? Well, you know, for instance, if you want a character to say, I am the god of all overlords. I played too much Disgaea this week, okay? I'm sorry.